Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Harfi from the Global Mindset University, and today we are going to discuss about HTML. What is HTML? Well, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and you can also use HTML to develop web applications, just like ServiceNow Star, all that stuff, like websites, like Google, Gmail, all that stuff. So, what is CSS and JavaScript and HTML? Well, HTML is Hypertext Markup Language. That's what it stands for. CSS, you use CSS for color, like text styles. You use HTML for text, just only text. Well, not only text, you use it for bullet lists, numbered lists, all that. Also, JavaScript, you use it for interaction, like clicking, not really colors, but you use CSS for colors. You use CSS for text size, text font, text size, all that stuff. And use JS, which is JavaScript, for interaction, like click, like, scrolls, all that. So, on this course, we are going to learn the basics of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Let's hop onto the computer and get started. Okay, let's take a time to think. What is HTML? What is HTML and why do we need it? Well, we use HTML to create web pages. Web pages. But what exactly are web pages? You can use web pages to make websites. Just like Jamboard, all that stuff. Now, good. What is HTML? Well, HTML, it stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Just like this. Hypertext Markup Language. So, Hypertext Markup Language, but what about CSS and JavaScript? And why do we need those too? Well, we need CSS for text font, text size, all that stuff. So that's why we need them. So also on the video you just watched, it was all about HTML and, strong functions. Not really functions, but those strong and EM tags. Yes. So this is the ending of this video. So now, if I will just erase it, I will also tell you guys about CSS and JavaScript. What is CSS all about? It is about text font size. What about JavaScript? Is it for clicking? You use JavaScript for interaction. Like click. Like right now I'm clicking. I'm clicking all over the place. Like that. So that's what they use JS for. So how do you learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript? Well, HTML, wow, it's just so easy. You usually have it. It starts off like this. First, you create a doc type. I'm just gonna put D, and then you put HTML, the HTML code. So, why do we need it? Well, anything in between it means it is HTML code. Well, what about the body tag? We already know what the body tag is. So what do we need it for? Well, anything in between the body tag is the main thing that is going to show up here, the web page. Yes. So what is HTML again? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. What about CSS? Well, CSS, I know that the two last ones is the two SS is style spreadsheet. But the C, I'm not really knowing it now. So CSS, CSS is not really easy, but you can use CSS for hovering stuff, links. Well, you use links for HTML. So you could color the link. You could know what would happen if you color the link. What would happen if you already visited that link. All that. Yeah. So that's how we know what HTML is. Good. Now I have erased all the things which we don't really need. Now, but with a different color, I'll write something new with the color blue. So, what is HTML and why do we need it? And how to code with that? Well, how to code with HTML? That's actually pretty simple. Let's say that you want to add a bulleted list. So instead of just putting a period and then write some code, blah 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 blah, instead of doing that, you could use something much more easier. Well, how will they know which header you want? What color do you want the text to be? All that questions we need, so that they know that we need we know that we need more evidence in order to know you want to code with HTML. So now I will put just right here doc type. So inside here I'll put doc type. Doc. I'll just put doc right now. Next I'll put the HTML tags. Now I will write the HTML. Okay, so over here, let me just get everything ready for the HTML. H, T, M, and L. The next one is the body tag. Good. Then the B, O, D, and Y. Then I'm gonna close it. So now, right here, I'll add a little bit of some HTML. I mean, not really HTML, but now I'll put some style. So what do you use style for? I know. You use style for CSS. So for CSS. So this is the first tag. But if you want to end all these, you need to add a forward slash without the doc type. So now, if I will just erase it, then everything will be perfect. Good. Now you see right here on the doc type, when I usually write it, why isn't it capital? Because it's not supposed to be capital. If you do it like that, you might end up with an error. You might. Just you might. You might not, but you might. That's what I mostly think. So now I will change my color to something else. So, what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, which is actually pretty easy to understand many times. So, if I could just, I would write like something starting from D. Okay, so now after I just pause this thing, you could, like, if you have a paper and a pen, it would be great if you'd write along with me. Now I will erase till everything's perfect. Now I changed my color. So now what I will write here. I could write CSS like CSS. So for CSS, CSS, you use it for color, all that stuff. You can even use it for color like that. Yeah, for many more stuff. So if I could just, like that. And I will now erase that. So what do you need CSS for? Well, that was pretty easy. You need it for color. Like color, like that. Well, yeah, mostly color. That never ends getting worked up. So, CSS. So, don't forget to join me at the Global Mindset University. Okay. So now, after we will do that, we could continue back to our highlighter. So right now, I just changed the color. Okay, now CSS, JavaScript, and HTML. Java. CSS, JavaScript, and HTML. They might look like friends, by the way, but I don't think so. They are at all. Okay, H, T, M, and L. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So, what do you use JavaScript again? What do you use CSS again? What do you use HTML for again? JavaScript you use for interactive. I'll put an I. You use CSS for color. Yes, for color, style, and all that. What about HTML? You use it for text, links, and many more, which means I'll just put an M. So, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel to get more videos. So, see you on episode 3. Wow, a lot of coding, right? You can like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel to get more videos. Oh, and also, don't forget, every time you share this video, the more hasanat you get. See you on episode 2.